Yeah, it's what 15-16 weeks since we first started pre-season. There's been plenty of positives, a couple of disappointments along the way, but we feel we're in the best shape possible. We feel we've gone okay in the pre-season friendlies. I think the Castleford game were a big wake-up call for everybody, and maybe a few of us, a few of the boys, maybe fallen in love with themselves a little bit, and they've really knuckled down since. So yeah, we're happy with the way that we're travelling, but you know, there's 2 points on offer on Sunday. It's going to be a totally different game, and you know, they've had the leg up over us the last few years. So yeah, we're looking to try and turn that around.
Looking like for round one?
Yeah, we're not looking too bad. There's a slight doubt over Mitch Allgood. He got another concussion. He's been advised to take a number of days off. So he's obviously touch and go this week. Most probably, I'm probably going to have to leave him out, in all honesty, because he's not been able to train over the last few days. But we'll be fine for the next game. You know, we're lucky that we've got a 12-day turnaround to the next game. But other than that, everybody's looking pretty fit, pretty strong. And I've got a few decisions to make on Saturday morning. Have you
decided your team?
I've got 15 players. I've got 15 players that are nailed in, and I've got 2 to decide from 4 guys. So yeah, it's been a tough couple of days, and you know, myself and the rest of the staff have been writing some names down on the board and keep crossing them out. And we've still not quite got there. I've still not quite worked out what the best combination is going to be. But we'll be ready on Saturday, and I'm sure we can all give a good account of ourselves.
Is this as tough as you've known it to be able to pick a 17 then in all your time in coaching, both here and at OKR?
Yeah, it certainly is. It's you know, I think it was last year at OKR we're scraping for players. You know, we're having to bring some young kids in for the first game of the season, whereas you know, here this year we've been lucky. Although we've had 5 pre-season friendlies, we've not picked up any serious injuries, which is really pleasing. So yeah, it's unknown territory really for me this time of year, but it's a nice headache to have.
What do you make of Hull then as a opening round prospect for you?
Yeah, I think Sammy said earlier that you know, the form, the pre-season forms, we're not going to read too much into it. They played well in patches against Salford, and they've had a couple of other games since. But you know, the 2016 Challenge Cup final winners, and you know, they're going to take some beating. I think they've recruited really well. Albert Kelly's a threat with the ball. They've got a big forward pack. You know, Liam Watson, Scott Taylor, probably the 2 best front rowers or certainly up there, the 2 best front rowers in the country, and they've got a wealth of experience in Ellis and Minicello as well. So it's a tough opener. It's a tough opener, but we're pleased that we're at home at the Bournemouth Legal Stadium.
Is it their pack that you see their big strength?
That's the strength, and you know, Danny Houghton plays off the back of that, and does Max Sneed as well, and you add to that, like I say, you've got Albert Kelly and you know, the fullback Shaw. There's some exciting talent there, and you know, we need to be at best to get a result, but you know, we want to try and make this place a fortress this year. I think we took some big steps forward last year, and you know, we want to keep improving this year, and we've got a good chance to start the season off with a win against Hull.
Do you think there might be any extra pressure on Wakefield this year? I mean, think back to games like Wigan last year where you know, you were written off before you even touched the ball. Do you think that mindset might have changed with Wakefield this year?
I don't think so, because we keep hearing the same stuff in the press. I think there's 3 or 4 people that have got us down to finish 12th, which is disappointing really. But you know, my guys will use that as a bit of motivation for the weekend. We feel that we probably didn't get the credit that we deserved last season. You know, we'd be very disappointed if we didn't finish in the 8th. And yeah, there is a lot more expectation this year. I think we've signed better quality people, brought better quality people into the group, and we've also spent a little bit more money than what we spent last year as well. So yeah, there's a lot more pressure and expectation myself and the rest of the coaching staff and the playing group.
Obviously you want to be in the top 8, but how important is the position in the table so early in the season at the start?
Well, it's important we get off to a good start. You know, Wakefield are renowned slow starters. It's, you know, I think they had 2 points from the first 4 or 5 games last season. We certainly don't want to be in that position this year. I think there's a lot of other clubs that have really strengthened as well. But we want to try and get in that top 8 as early as possible, and then once we get in there, try and finish as high as possible. We had an okay season last season, but we failed to win any Super 8 games. We don't want to be a team just to make the numbers up. We want to have a real crack this year, and I think we've got the squad. Certainly got the squad to challenge a few people this year.